introduce yourself.
I'm Rev Markel Hutchins.
Nice to meet you, Reverend.
Good
Now,
to
what's
meet
it
you.
like in Atlanta? I just left Atlanta. We were shooting the Hip Hop Awards, had a great time. But I always talk to rappers about Atlanta. I want to talk to the Reverend about Atlanta.
Well, Atlanta is a place that not only has a thriving culture in terms of music industry, enterprise, entertainment, all those things are budding in Atlanta. But the reason why the Atlanta today can be that Atlanta is because of what the Atlanta community has done in terms of civil rights, human rights, the promotion of equal protection under the law, democracy. As people know, Dr. King came from Atlanta, but there's so many other reasons. For example, Atlanta has the largest consortium of African American colleges and universities, the Atlanta University Center. You've got Georgia State, you've got Emory, you've got a whole lot of young African Americans who are doing great things, but it is all because we had the Joseph Lowrys and the Andrew Youngs and the Hosea Williams and the Martin Luther Kings and the Ralph Abernathy's and so many others who really opened the doors of opportunity so that we could walk through them today.
What were some of your inspirations growing up?
Well, all of those people that I just named, I was very fortunate to have been mentored, and I'm still being mentored by a lot of the civil rights giants that emerged from Atlanta. I owe so much of what I've been able to do in the civil and human rights community to the tutelage I received from people like Hosea Williams and Joseph Lowry and Andrew Young and Mrs. King and so many others whose names people don't know, but those were the people that really marched in the street, that took the beatings, that took the bruises, so that we could now have the Atlanta that we see today.
What is it that you enjoy about Atlanta? Besides being in the community, I know you have your organization, you've been around for a long, long time. What is it about the South and the ATL that you just love?
There's no other place like Atlanta. I've been able to travel across the nation and visit most every major city, but there's something about the Atlanta community, the city that's too busy to hate, that's not too busy to love. Atlanta is big enough to have a healthy nightlife, to have a healthy entertainment life, but it's also small enough that you feel that you can raise a family and you get from one side of town to the other in a reasonable hour, unlike some other major cities, New York included.
Yes. Now, who inspires you musically, like as far as gospel? I want to know, who do you think is the greatest gospel artist of all time?
Well, there's so many gospel greats. I don't know that I could choose just one, but there's some musical geniuses. Richard Smallwood is one. Pastor Marvin Sapp is another. There's just so many. Vanessa Bell Armstrong. People like Bishop Paul Morton, who comes specifically from a pulpit context in the way that he sings and brings music. There's just so many greats. And Atlanta has so many wonderful gospel singers that it's just a blessing to be able to share the same space with some of those people.
Thanks for talking to me.
You're very welcome.